I want them both. All right, we'd like to welcome everyone to our city council, everyone out there in TV land and everyone right here. So to get started, I've asked Clark Swenson if he'd come up and give us a word of prayer or motivating speak or whatever you want to do, Clark.
Perfect. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Brandon. Our Father in heaven, we are so thankful for all of our many blessings and thankful for this wonderful community we have of Spanish Fork. We're so thankful for those that came before us and our current city leaders and the guidance that they have had to make this such a wonderful and safe community. We're thankful for all of the activities and things that we are able to do here in this community and pray that those things will continue. We're so thankful that this is a wonderful community to raise our family and our children and grandchildren. We pray that you'll bless our city leaders as they make decisions for the best of Spanish Fork, that they'll receive inspiration and guidance from thee in making good choices. We, again, are so thankful for Spanish Fork City, for the blessings that we have in living here, and pray that we will all do everything we can to make that continue. We love thee, and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Clark.
Thanks, Clark.
All right, I've asked Councilman Gordon to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would the audience please rise? Please repeat the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay. Let's move to public comments. If anyone here in the public would like to come and address the mayor and the council. You've always had nothing. Okay. Then we'll move to council comments. Councilman Argyle.
I don't have anything at this time, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Gordon.
Mayor, a couple things. Heather Youd from the Chamber of Commerce was not able to make it with us this evening, so her and I went over a few of the upcoming events that we have coming to our wonderful community. Zions Bank is our business of the month for September, so we'll celebrate with them this Thursday at noon. Would invite anybody that'd like to come down and congratulate them. They have been a wonderful asset to the community for many, many moons. September 11th, we're going to cut the ribbon on Griffles at the same time, noon, ribbon cutting and grand opening. Now, some of you already may know that they're already opening and functional. In fact, this morning I deposited a donation down there. So they're up and running. It's fun to see. The first day they were open, I deposited all by myself from start to finish. It takes about an hour, and it was just crickets inside there. And so today there was about half a dozen people in there, and so it's just a slow-moving process because of the screening and things that take place. And it's fun to see them gaining momentum and becoming really fun. My wife went down there today and took our 4-year-old and walked her right into the daycare, and then walked in and donated plasma and walked out. And despite the money that our family gets from it, we're saving lives as well. So we're happy to have them in the community, and invite anybody that wants to come and help us welcome them this coming Tuesday, September 11th at noon. We got the Harvest Moon Hurrah coming up. Kira maybe would have mentioned that, but Miss Heather Youd asked me to put a reminder out there. September 22nd. It starts at 3 o'clock at the Library Park, and that tradition carries on. Who's our musical guest? I think she was on.
Abby Claire.
Abby Claire.
Abby
Claire. Thank you. And then there's a chamber barbecue. That's September 19th at 6 p.m. at the North Park. And then the last thing that I'll mention with the chamber is the scarecrow contest is upon us. So if you're looking to do a scarecrow, please get with the chamber in regards to that. Got some fun things going on at in the garbage world, Mayor. It's mostly surrounding recycling. As you've heard me say before, as a broken record, we're trying to get better at recycling. We're not there yet, but attended a conference in Tennessee where that was the main topic of discussion, and some of the ratepayers will notice that our rates for recycling are going up, and that's really a result of us not putting the right things in our cans, and we need to be held responsible to that and be educated and be smart about how much contaminated material we're putting in that blue can. So that and other things at our bi-monthly meeting at the Solid Waste District, discussing options to build a transfer station that meets our capacity needs, as we are currently exceeding our capacity. And so some good conversations between all the member cities there, and looking for, you'll see more of that action in the next few months. It'll be a lot of discussion, in terms of that. So, and other than that, that's all I have.
Councilman.
Thank you, Mayor. I had the privilege of being at the farmers market on Saturday. We didn't plan on being in town, and then we were in town, and that was our Saturday fun. Appreciate all the good vendors down there. They do some great stuff. It's always fun to meet with Sarah from is it McMullen Orchards? Just great people, and I don't know. We got to go get more. We got a husky kid that likes the apples and everything else, and he's about went through the whole box before Saturday's coming up. So
it's a good thing.
Good stuff, and lots of good folks down there. So if you haven't been out to the farmers market yet, make sure you get out there. The LOA Fund Charity Golf Tournament. You've seen this maybe shared with the Spanish Fork Active and Healthy Community. We have partnered with a nonprofit organization called the LOA Fund that helps people that need addiction recovery services and can't maybe afford it, can apply for a scholarship from the LOA Fund and get in treatment. Brandon's younger brother is one of the founders of this tournament. You can see his name up there, Tyler Gordon, along with Derek Daly, a former Spanish Fork High School student here in Spanish Fork that's made great strides in the addiction recovery realm and service realm. So if you haven't signed up, there's still a few spots available. So if you're a golfer and like to play golf and donate to a good cause, Saturday, September 14th, you can find LOA Fund on Facebook and find it from the Active and Healthy Facebook page as well. And it's Friday, September 14th, 8 a.m. If you put in the code FITCITY, you can get a discount on signing up. So make sure and do that if you haven't signed up. It'll be a fun day. The Rotary Club we met as a board this morning, met last week as a club. Tonight, the Rotary and the Kiwanis are having a dinner. So again, it's a little broken record that I sound like this too, but if you're looking for places to volunteer, choose any of those clubs. The Chamber, the Rotary, Kiwanis are all great volunteer opportunities that everybody can step up and do their fair share. They're doing a lot of good work. Other than that, that's all I have from the last couple of weeks, Mayor.
Hey, Councilmember Beck.
I don't have anything.
Isn't that wonderful? Thank you. The one thing I wanted to bring up, we had a football game last week between Spanish Fork High School and Maple Mountain High School. I had a bet with the mayor of both cities, and I won. Just want to make sure.
I picked it up, Mike.
Okay, good. Yeah, you want to walk him through that just a little bit.
He was looking a little lost.
Yeah, all right. All right, Spanish Fork 101.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, residents watching at home. And again, I'm Scott Aylett, the Public Information Officer for Spanish Fork City. And leading up to the election this November, we're going to, during this Spanish Fork 101, each council meeting, we'll take a few minutes to talk a little bit about Proposition 7, which is on the ballot. And again, that's for the Recreation, Arts, and Parks tax. And tonight, the two issues or components of this RAP tax that we'll discuss really briefly are first, how residents can learn more and what we're doing as a city to inform residents about Proposition 7. And second, how much is the RAP tax and what impact does that have on our residents as well as on the city? So first and foremost, we'll talk about what we're doing as a community and as a city to inform residents of this proposition that's going to be on the ballot. So as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, we were going to do a Facebook Live, and we did that last Monday and had a few individuals tune into that, and since then we've had about 2,000 views on this video that explains different components of the RAP tax. You can find this video as well as brief 30-second videos that explain other components on our Facebook page, as well as on the RAP tax page on our website, which is www.spanishfork.org/raptax. You can get to that page from the home page on the city website pretty easily by clicking on this link down here that says RAP tax. And it brings you to this page here. Now, we're constantly updating this page, so we recommend that residents check back frequently and see what additional information we've posted based off of comments that we've received. In the last 2 weeks, since we've really pushed out some more information, we've had really great interactions with some of our residents and received really great questions regarding the RAP tax and have been able to answer many of those. So check back regularly to see what information we've posted. You can see links to the videos that we've posted here on the website. And here at the very bottom of the page, you'll see this link that says submit your question. And you can go here and type in your information so that we can contact you and answer that question for you. So we recommend that residents go here to submit any questions that they have. They can also reach out on Facebook. And then lastly, we'll talk a little bit about tonight, how much is the RAP tax and what does it mean for our residents and what does it mean for our community? So the RAP tax, again, is a sales tax, and it would increase the sales tax rate by 0.1%. So it would go from 6.75 to 6.85. Now, how does that equate to the average individual in the city? Well, if you go and spend $10 at one of many establishments here in Spanish Fork City, that $10 spent would equate to 1 penny in RAP tax paid. And now for the community, as that all accumulates for all the purchases made within the city, we estimate that in 2017, in the fiscal year, that would have generated about $491,000 for Spanish Fork City. 2018, that would have been about $570,000. So those little pennies add up. And at the end of the day, those funds would help enable the city to provide additional recreation, arts, and parks programs and amenities throughout the community. So we encourage residents, again, to check out our website and Facebook page to learn more, and don't hesitate to give us a call or submit a question online, and look forward to more information coming out through the newsletter as well as a public meeting that will be held prior to the election. So thank you for your time, Mayor and Council, and again, thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that. Okay, consent items.
Motion to approve the consent items.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Gordon, a second by Councilman Mendenhall. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that passes. New business. Resolution 18-4 approving an interlocal agreement amending and jointly joining Central Utah 911.
Work session that's scheduled to start at 7, so I'm going to take the next 45 minutes and outline this resolution. Mayor, council members, it's a pleasure to be here. We're going to start first with Star Wars. We're going to move on to how it blends into Marvel. No, that's from the Parks and Recreation. Spanish Fork City belongs to the dispatch district that once upon a time was actually just Utah County. And about 6 or 7 years ago, the Utah County that provided services to a number of communities created a dispatch district that became a separate legal entity separate from Utah County and is governed by a board of directors. I am your appointed member of that board. As a dispatch district, we have the opportunity and ability to provide dispatch services for large areas. And we already do provide dispatch to all of Utah County, with the exception of, almost looks like the Uber app as it wraps around the lake. So from Pleasant Grove on the north to Springville and Mapleton on the south, and then, but from American Fork all the way around the lake to us. See how that kind of looks like the Uber app? Maybe a C. I have 44 minutes left.
Stop.
So,
When I say you cut this mic, Chief, when I give you a signal, you can
Dave,
call him out.
Dave Euler is not here. He is not taking my mic. We can provide services, and as a result of that, about a year and a half ago, Nephi City and Juab County approached the dispatch district about the possibility of providing dispatch services for their two jurisdictions, all of Juab County as well as Nephi City. Junior, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think combined, the two of them had a call volume that was equal to Santaquin. So it's not a massive influx of new calls, but they were answering their dispatch calls, their 911 calls with jailers, not inmates, but police officers that were functioning also as jailers, and so they would be doing double duty, and they're obviously we're looking to upgrade their 911 services. So as we studied that as an agency, we gave them a proposal, and they came back and wanted to join. As we proceeded to move forward in that process, we determined as a board that the best way to have them join is to create even a different agency, and that's what this resolution is before you today. An interlocal agreement joining Central Utah 911. That will be the new name of the organization, and this actually changes the type of government district that it is, and it allows us as a district to keep growing even as we've crossed county boundaries. Not that we desire to grow and grow and grow, but it makes it so that if other places that need dispatching services can join. So we have invited the attorney for the district to come and present on this resolution. His name is Junior Baker. So I will invite Mr. Baker to come up representing Central Utah 911.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I know we just built the new 911 center and it has the ability to expand, right? This doesn't affect, we have the ability to expand beyond that even.
Yeah, so this, by adding Nephi and Juab, like I said, their call volume is about equal to Santaquin. So they're on our south channel, aren't they? Yes. So the first little while that they were on, our police officers started hearing new call signs. I can't remember what their number is. Oscar? So they're 1-0 or 1 Oscar, we're J, 6J. And that was kind of weird, but they're on our channel, and that's been helpful for us on the South County. Not there at times, and Chief Adams, who's on the operations board, could speak to if there's been any kind of problems with the overlap. But it has helped because we do have some cases that cross over the county border here to the south. So it's been, I don't know, would you say it's been a decent thing, maybe a good thing? I haven't seen these calls. Yeah. So as far as our ability to grow, this did not cause us to grow. It just, it gets us maybe to a growth point sooner, but we haven't hit. This didn't add any new positions and didn't bring any new costs. So that, in terms of that, this actually decreased our cost because we were able to spread the operations costs over a few more agencies.
If you're watching, Dave, I'll do your job for you. As Seth noted, we're currently in the Utah Valley Dispatch Special Service District. As Nephi and Juab sought to join with us, there's not a good mechanism in the state code to expand that district beyond county borders into a separate county, unless it's a water district, and then it spells out how to do that. But then the governor appoints the board members, and the state's more involved. And so it seemed like the better method for us is to create an interlocal agreement. That also has the advantage of removing the county commission from the ability to control the district. So currently, they've set up an administrative control board, but they have the ability to take that back and to run it. And so this eliminates that too. We felt that was a positive, that we each have an equal voice. Previously, the counties had 3 voices on the board, and they'll just have 1 from here on forward. So I think the detail, Seth, is probably spelled out. This will follow the basic format of the district. It will have the same bylaws. We'll cooperate to provide public safety dispatch services throughout our service area, which will now be expanded to pick up Nephi and Juab County. There's some cost savings for us. There's some benefits to them. We think it's one of those situations where both parties win by proceeding this way. The one thing that we cannot do with the interlocal agreement is we don't have the ability to tax. And so the Special Service District didn't either, but they can easily convert to what we call a local district. A local district going through an election has the ability to impose a property tax. We will never have that ability with this interlocal agreement, but short of that, this will function the same way that the current dispatch district has operated. So that's a brief overview. Any questions about it? So this will be effective once all of the members approve it. There are 21, so it might take a little while. All of them need to approve the interlocal agreement before that becomes effective. If we have a couple of small entities that don't understand it or just don't get around to enacting, we may exclude them and proceed on our own. Most of the little tiny ones are served by the sheriff's office anyway. So all the major entities have looked it over. All of them have seen it or should have seen it. We anticipate it'll take probably till the end of the year before it actually gets finalized.
Any questions, comments, editorials? Okay, Junior, thank you. I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 18-14, approving an interlocal agreement and amending and joining Central Utah 911.
Second.
Okay. A motion by Councilman Argyle, a second by Councilmember Beck. This will be a roll call vote. Councilman Argyle.
Aye.
Councilmember Beck.
Aye.
Councilman Gordon.
Aye.
Councilman Mendenhall.
Aye.
That passes. I forgot to mention at the start, Councilman Scopes is away with work, so he's not here tonight, in case anyone noticed that he was not here. Okay, with that,
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Do you want to do that? You want to just move to a closed session?
Thanks, Seth. Good, motion still?
I have a motion by Councilman Gordon, a second by Councilmember Mendenhall. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you for that long meeting we had tonight.
We broke a record.